Let us continue the human reproduction. Spermatogenesis, but the topic is spermatogenesis. We discussed about this how it is sperms are produced, spermiogenesis and spermatogenesis. So next we discussed structure of human spermatozoa. So the human spermatozoa is here in our lab. That is slides. The permanent slides are here. That human sperm. So you find out of that thus in the microscope. Later we will observe for that the microscope. So now that is the human sperm. You see that in your book page number 16. Human sperms are here. What are the parts are here? The human sperm consists of this head, middle piece and tail. Head, middle piece and tail. So first one we discussed, we will observe in that this microscope. So the human sperm, it is microscopic one, motile, flagellated, gamete. So the whole body is made up of this plasma membrane. The whole body is enveloped by this plasma membrane. So it is that consists of head, middle piece and tail. So now we are discussed the head. So you see that for this one it is head. So what are the parts are here? Acrosome and nucleus. So acrosome. So what like structures are here? It is a hap-like structure, small hap-like structures that is called acrosome. So it releases that hyaluronase, that enzyme. So that enzyme is released at the time of this fertilization. So it penetrates the ovum. It penetrates the ovum. This one it is like a ovum. So that penetrates the ovum, that hyaluronase enzyme, it can be released at the act of that in the penetrates that ovum. It is very useful for that during ovum during that fertilization. So next one we discussed nucleus. So nucleus is what shapes are here in the nucleus. It is a flat and oval like structure. So next we discussed about this neck. It is short. It is a short necks are here. So it can be connected with this head and this middle piece. Head and the middle piece. So very short. It present in this between the head and the middle piece. So next one we discussed about this mitochondria. So the middle piece consists of this mitochondria. This one it is mitochondria. You draw for that this mitochondria. How will we draw? So the foldings are here. Yeah, this is that mitochondria you will draw. But it's not clear. So now it is draw that. This is that mitochondria structure you will draw. So in this practical note, clearly you will draw the mitochondria. So you understand? So that middle piece having for this mitochondria. So that mitochondria is twisted in nature. So it can, why it is the mitochondria is present? It gives the energy to the sperm at the time of the fertilization, the movement of the sperms. It gives the energy from the mitochondria. Energy obtained from that this mitochondria. Obtain the energy from mitochondria at the time of this movement of sperms. So that is called mitochondrial spiral or membrane. Sorry, understand? So next one it is, so the tail. We discussed about this, the tail. So the tail is the longest part of that sperm. Longest part of the sperm. It is a slender one and tapering one. So that it is central axial filaments are here. Central axial filaments are here. So you see that in minutely. So one line structure like stretches, that is called axial filament. So that lacing movement of this push the sperm forward. That tail is, what is the act of the tail? So it push forward to that just entry of that the ovum. That is push forward. It is used as, so humans male one yearly 200 to 300 million sperms during this coitus. So the physical coitus, at the time of this physical coitus, 200 to 300 percentage of the semen are released in the genital tract of female genital tract. It is estimated 60 percentage. It is estimated for this 60 percentage sperms are normal in shape. So remaining 40 percentage is not normal. So it is that vigorous and mortality for normal fertility. So you understand that is that structure of sperm. You see that for this structure of a, so that it is a microscopic one, motile and motile and flagellated sperms are here. So the whole structure, it is made up of this plasma membrane. So it consists of this head, middle piece and tail. Head head having for this acrosome and nucleus. So the acrosome, it is a small hap-like structure. Small hap-like structure. At the time of this fertilization, it releases the hyaluronate enzyme. It penetrates to this that ovum. So next one, it is nucleus. Nucleus is a slender and slender and flat and oval like structures. Flat and oval like structures. There is a neck is a short one. So it can between for this head and this middle piece. It connects the head and the middle piece. So next way, that middle piece possesses for this mitochondria. The mitochondria is twisted and nature. So that mitochondria uh, gives the energy to that this more sperms at the time of this mobility. That means the movements. So next one is a tail. Tail is the longest part of that in the sperm. So that is the central one core is here. That is called this axolemma. Axolemma or aximon. So it is, what is the uses of the tail at the time of this fertilization? So the sperms are moved forward. So the male ejaculates for this about 200 to 300 sperms during this physical contact. So 60 percentage of sperms must go normal in shape. So remaining 40% is for vigorous motility. So next we discussed about the oogenesis. The sperm is the smallest human cell and the ovum or egg is the largest human cells. Human cells like largest one cell is ovum and compared to the sperms. So next one it is oogenesis. Oogenesis means, so the formation of ovum. The formation of ovum, that is called oogenesis. So at the time of this fetal development, some germinal epithelium layers are produced. So that fetal, it can be divided. Mitosis, first one it is mitosis. So it produces the egg mother cells, that is called oogonia. No more oogonia are formed or added after the birth. No more oogonia. So பிறந்த விட்டெல்லாம் அது என்ன செய்யாதுன்னா பதியாது. So the oogonial cells start dividing first in the prophase one, that means meiosis, prophase one. So meiotic division. So next one, the primary oocytes are formed. It is temporarily arrested at this stage. Before puberty, it will arrested. After the puberty, it will be again the follicles and also that secondary oocytes it will be formed. So at this in between gap birth to puberty, so 60,000 to 80 follicles are left in each ovary. After the puberty, birth to puberty வரைக்கும் என்ன செஞ்சோம்னா primary follicles இருக்கும். So after that puberty, only that done. So that only puberty 60 to 80,000 follicles are left in each ovary. Sorry, understand? So next one, the primary follicles get surrounded by this many layers. So likewise that primary, secondary, tertiary, is a large number of layers are surrounded by this that follicles. So that follicles is surrounded by this secondary follicle. The secondary follicle can be developed into the tertiary follicles. So the theca layer it can be this internal and outer theca. Internal and outer theca is here. So at the time primary usage is a tertiary follicles is size and completes. It is first meiotic division to form secondary oocyte. First meiotic form to form this secondary oocyte. It is unequal divisions. Unequal divisions takes place to formed from this large haploid secondary oocyte and first polar body. The first polar body will be degenerates. So at the time of this fertilization, so again it can be divided, meiotic division, again it can be go to this meiotic division to form for this large cell that is called the ovum, second polar body. So remaining the second polar body, it will be degenerates. So tertiary follicles, it can be formed for this Graafian follicles. So the fertilization does not takes place. So second meiotic divisions are never completed. It can be disintegrates. So that is called this gametogenesis takes place in the females. So primary oocyte gives rise to only one haploid ovum. Only one haploid ovum. So that is that oogenesis. That is the oogenesis. So oogonia is formed. Oogonia is formed. So oogenesis means formation of female gametes. Formation of female gametes. That is called oogenesis. So ovum or egg are formed in that ovary. So at the time of this fetal development, some of the germinal layers are formed. So the ovary it can be divided mitotically. That is called. So the ovary remain mitotically to form further thus oogonia. Formed that oogonia, that is that diploid in nature. That is diploid in nature. So again it can be divided for this mitotic division to form that thus in the 2n stage, that is called this primary oocyte. That is called primary oocyte. As and it is again it can be divided in this meiosis 1 completed. So to form for this that large egg nucleus, that is called the secondary oocyte, and what is a small first polar nucleus are formed. First polar nucleus or body is formed. So first polar body it will be disintegrates. It will disintegrates. So the second oocyte again it will be reproduced. At the time of this meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 to form for the second polar body and this ovum. So largest ovum are produced at the final stage of the oogenesis. Second polar body it will be degenerates. So I understand at the time of this fertilization is completed, it will be lead to this pregnancy. So that is does not takes place. Fertilization does not takes place means it will be disorganized. So the primary oocyte gives rise to only one ovum here. So next one, ovum structure. So very important questions ma, oogenesis and spermatogenesis. So study thoroughly. So next one, it is structure of ova. It is that non-cylindrical, asiatic and microscopic in nature. So when we called as further this in presence of cytoplasm in the egg, that is called ooplasm. So and also it is a large germinal vesicles are present. Three coverings are here: vitelline membrane and zona pellucida and corona radiata. Vitelline membrane, it is the thin transparent inner membrane. Zona pellucida, it is that outer one. Corona middle one, and corona radiata is the outer coat. So thick and thin and middle piece are here. So the vital membrane, in between this vitelline membrane and zona pellucida, perivitelline space are here. You see that? So this is that egg diagrammatic view of for that this egg. First one, it is first layer. Yeah, so it is the asiathetical non-cleidoic microscopic one. So it is the space that cytoplasm is present in that this in the egg, that is called this ooplasm. That is called ooplasm. So next one, there are these three layers are here. First one, it is first layer, that is the inner layer. Inner layer, it is called this vitelline membrane. That is vitelline membrane, that is the thin. The membrane is thin in stature. Next one, it is called this zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. So next one layers are here. That is called this corona radiata. So you see that for this. So likewise for that here. So the sum of this arises from that, then this that. So corona radiata is not just evenly. It's not evenly. So it is called this corona radiata. So first layer is a thin one. Second layer is thick one. So outer layer is not evenly present. So after the where we call this for this, what we'll call this for this perivitelline space, zona pellucida and corona radiata. In between further this, some of the materials are here, that is called perivitelline space, and it is that rounded seminal vesicles are here, and the center part, it is called this nucleus. Sorry, understand? So next one, we discussed about this menstruational phase. Menstruational cycle.